All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. It is a bright and early 9 a.m. for me right now. I've been normally streaming at 10, so this is a bit outside of my regular expected hours. But I have things to do later today. And rather than canceling stream entirely, as I did not stream yesterday, um, due to a headache, I figured, you know what, I'd rather stream early and maybe catch some of the people who go to bed before I stream, before they slip off into Nighty Night Land, than not stream at all and have 2 days straight where I just don't follow through on my patterns, I guess. I'm really trying to get into the habit of streaming as frequently as possible. Maybe not necessarily on a daily basis. Oh, and the music kicks in. Wonderful. Love that. Not on a daily basis, necessarily, but definitely on a more frequent basis. It's one of those things where, like, you know that a body in motion tends to stay in motion, while his body in rest does the opposite of that. And I'm like, if I don't get myself back into the swing of things, I'm gonna drop off again, and it's a whole thing. And no, I want to be a Twitch streamer. Capital T, capital S. I want to properly give this a go. So, I gotta get into the habit of doing it. I gotta get into the habit of not canceling for every minor inconvenience. And since I have things to do later in the day, I guess I can be a little more flexible, you know? Is it just me, or is this song in particular just like, boom, there? It's louder than I anticipated. I have a filter thing via iTunes, which is how I play my music, to adjust the values of every song to be stable. But then some songs come along and I'm like, this does not feel adjusted. This feels like maybe, just maybe, there are limitations to that setting, and this song goes above and beyond it. Let me get this water real quick. Delicious. Wonderful. Amazing. Let me double check and make sure my beautiful wife has not messaged me. Unfortunately, she had to go get our brake pads replaced today, which was not fun. Anytime we stopped driving, there was that sound coming from the back wheels, and we're like, oh, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's an issue. We should probably handle that. Ugh. So, we are getting new brake pads today. We're going to go out and meet a friend for coffee today, for Cafefe, which is very good because my coffee this morning was not very good. I am out of my creamer, and so let me put this here again. So I'm out of my normal coffee creamer, so I had to drink it black this morning. And first I'm like, oh, that's fine. I don't mind really. I mean, I'm just gonna down it for my addiction, and then I'll move on with my life. But it was particularly not tasty today. I tried the plugging your nose method. I'm like, man, it's still gross. Man, can I doctor it up some? So I tried adding some heavy cream that I had. I'm like, well, the consistency is better, but it's still bitter as hell. What do I have that I can sweeten it with? So I tossed in some peppermints, and that kind of cut the bitterness a bit, but it still wasn't very good. So I downed half of it and dumped the rest out. I'm like, ugh, gross, disgusting, hate this. I'll be fine though. I'll live. It'll be fine. All right, let's go ahead and get started playing some Minecraft. All right, transitions still don't work. That's fine. Let's hop onto the Haycraft server and get to work. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Did you hear about the scientist who was lab partners with a pot of boiling water? He had a very esteemed colleague. Okay, well, that... I love that stupid fucking Daily Dad joke. Convincing the rest of the members of Haycraft to let me install that it wasn't difficult per se. but it was with a lot of trepidation. Everyone was like, really? Really, Gata? You were gonna... Okay, I mean, you do what you do. And I was like, but. I couldn't convince them to let me put it on the server proper. But I did... Someone's been in my chests. This looks right, but everything else is a little too organized. Did someone organize my chests? Oh my god. Tegan finally did it. But they didn't find this one. They didn't find my secret one. We'll just keep that between you and me, people who are in stream right now and watching the VOD. Oh my god, she really did organize all my chests. Oh my gosh, look, I had all this oak at this... Where was this the whole time? Okay, so it doesn't look like she got to this one. This one still looks fairly messed up. No, that's been put in order. Oh, all my green concrete in one spot. Nice, nice. I feel like maybe at some point she just gave up. Nope, she got back here as well. Oh my gosh. She snuck into my house and organized my chests? How am I gonna find anything though? All of my dump chests have been rearranged. I'm not gonna know where anything is. Oh, we can't let this stand. We gotta fix this. We have to prevent this terrible tragedy from ever happening again. The worst part is, I know that I had signs in one of these chests down here. And now that I need it, it's been organized, so I don't know where they are. It's fine. I know we have all this oak wood here, so let's grab the oak wood. We're gonna Tegan-proof our house. We're gonna Tegan-proof our house. Grab ourselves a bunch of signs. All right. So let's do this. Let's do new rule. No Tegans allowed in my attic. Farmer Gata. You wouldn't break a rule now, would you, Tegan? Kitty face emoji. There we go. Tegan is too much of a goody two-shoes. They absolutely will not enter my attic anymore. If they want to organize my chest down here, that's on me. I left them out in the open. But my attic, my dump chest attic full of bullshit that I'll never find, that needs to stay sacred. That needs to stay where it is. Alright. Problem solved. I'll never have to worry about any of this again. Let's just immediately ruin all of her good work, though. Just drop it all in. Perfect. Wonderful. Love that. So, for the first hour or so of stream today, I want to work more on some demolition. That's why I have my demolition helmet on, you see. I'm going to zip over to the cube. We need to clear out the remaining bits of this wool. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We got to clear out the wool. We got to clear out all of the scaffolding that I made. And actually, I will mention, for those who were here last time I streamed, I burned down the large barrel around my creeper farm. And what I found is, let's actually zip over there so I can show you. So I was going to dismantle the entire creeper farm because it wasn't producing very much by way of gunpowder. Well, I removed all of the surrounding wood that I had, the barrel that I put around it, and it started producing more gunpowder. So I don't know if something about how I constructed it was messing with the spawn rates, but it seems to be working better now. So instead of instead of dismantling it, I think I'm just going to convert it into a solid object with no empty spaces. And it's raining. Why is it raining? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So the creeper barrel is no longer going to be a barrel, but it is going to stay. It's going to remain. We're just going to have to figure out a way to make it look pretty in the shape that it's in. Bork, Bork. Good morning, Blast Flight. Welcome in. Welcome to the stream. We are going to start off by going over and dismantling some more of this wool. Some more of this wool. Good morning, Rocky. Welcome in the stream. Sorry about your platypus. It happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us. Welcome in. Thank you for the lurk. Tegan get a hold of these? No. Everything here is as I left it. Haha. Tegan hasn't found those. All right. Let me zip over here. How are we doing today, everybody? How are we? I got some good sleep last night. I really needed that. The supermoon always affects my sleep schedule. The full moon affects my sleep schedule, and it's not because I'm necessarily in tune with the moon or anything. My wife is. Her back always feels worse. She feels it in her bones, literally, whenever we have a full moon. Leading up to it, the night of, and the days leading after it are always a struggle. So the supermoon was just like, ugh. She couldn't sleep, tossing and turning. The animals were all up and about because of it, and as a result, I did not get any sleep. I suffer from insomnia as it is, and even medicated. Can I actually chat? Hi Sheila. Hello. What do you mean, can you actually chat? Were you guys here and unable to speak for a time period? Oh, the iPad app is fixed. Hello, greetings from inside your iPad. Wow, that's a lot of questionable files you have. I'm not going to ask where you got any of those, you monster. But yes, welcome in, welcome in. But last night, we expected it to be a bad night, so we medicated ourselves properly, and we managed to go to sleep early, and we got a relatively restful sleep. So, lol, best not asked or answered. Oh my. Oh my. How scandalous. How delightfully devilish, Sheila. But yeah, so I got some good sleep, finally. The only problem is I slept on my jaw wrong. Like, I slept a part of the night on my stomach, which was a mistake to begin with. But I guess I slept with my head at an angle where the pressure was, like, on my jaw, on my left side specifically. So it feels like someone, like, took my jaw and, like, set it wrong. I'm not in pain or anything. I'm just like, oochie, ouchie, owie, zowie. My muscles have been stretched a little further than they would like to be. You know? Really weird. But it's fine. Panini's been sleeping well. After the hurricane came through, after Milton came through, we've been having some nice cool weather. It was actually like a balmy, hold on. Oh, pardon me. A balmy 60 degrees the other night, which was like, ah, yes, beautiful, wonderful. So we broke out the heavy blankets. We have a comforter that is like a proper winter comforter, right? It's got like a red plaid design on one side, and on the flip side, it has a kind of like a wool-like texture, like a thick wool-like texture. And when it's really cold, we put the wool-like texture face down to really retain our heat. But when it's just cool, we put the soft, the sheer plaid texture face down. And it keeps us relatively warmer because it's still a heavy blanket. But that means that the wool side is face up, and the kitties love that. They're like, oh, this is the best. So we put it on the bed, and I pick up Panini because she's still very small and fits in one hand. I pick her up, and I set her down on the bed to be like, and this is where we're sleeping tonight. And she, like, pauses for a second as she feels it under her little beans. And then she immediately just plops over. Just falls over onto her side like, oh, yeah, this is the good stuff. And I'm like, right? Right? Isn't this so good? So all of the kitty cats have been cuddling me. on my nice warm wool blankie. Ugh, it's so nice. It's so nice. The only thing that could make this better is if I had my creamer for my coffee so I could have my nice morning cuppa in a sweater while the sun rises. But no, I'm out of creamer. Ugh. The temperatures are starting to finally go down, says Sheila, who is also in Florida. It's very nice. It's very nice. A little jarring, especially because, like, I have to start wearing my long sleeve clothes. I can't just walk out shirtless when I take Gordy potty in the morning. I have to actually, like, get dressed when I first get up, and that's weird. But it's fine. I'll adapt. I'm hoping the temperatures stay, but it got a little warmer this morning, so I'm kind of not really getting my hopes up. It's probably going to end up being cold for only a few days more, and then we'll have another heat burst, which is not ideal, but whatever. I should really see about getting some beds in some more accessible locations, especially if I'm going to be working on dismantling some projects during the morning. Yeah, but that's just Florida for you. That's just Florida for you. Oh, hey, Tegan. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the lurk. All right, let me zip to my bed. All right. So, let's put this light wool in my inventory. And we'll get back to work. That was only 2 layers worth, only 6 blocks. That's fine. I'm in therapy right now. Hi in therapy right now. I'm Dad. But also good on you for getting therapy. Everyone needs therapy, honestly. I've got a buddy who has another buddy who has been very, like, anti-therapy for a hot minute. And very recently, they went through something. I don't know specifics. It's not my story to tell. But they finally were like, okay, maybe I'll try some therapy. And they were expecting a lot of, like, I told you so, or yeah, you do need therapy, you mentally ill bitch, you know, stuff like that. But everyone in their social circle was like, hell yeah, get some therapy, go talk to somebody, woo, it's gonna be great, you're gonna have a great time, it's gonna be wonderful, you need it, woohoo! They're like, what? It's very much like that audio where it's like The Price is Right, it's like, easy for you Geminis. It's like, how do you know when I was a Gemini? I did not put my birthday in. That one? Yeah, very much that. I just found it very amusing. I wasn't even involved in the situation, but I'm like, hell yeah, bitch. Go talk to some person about your mental problems. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Good shit. Another friend of mine recently got a different kind of medical coverage, medical assistance. They started the conversation by saying, I went... So I had an appointment with Mayo, right? And my dumb brain went, okay, there are 2 things this could be. Either they went to interview to adopt a cat named Mayo, or they've made a new polyamorous non-binary queer friend who I have just completely blanked on, because I think I would remember them mentioning someone who chose the name Mayo. Those are the 2 options that my brain went for, like that has to be what they're talking about. So I asked, okay, I need you to clarify which it is. And they like, I went to the Mayo Clinic. I'm like, oh, that makes so much more sense than either of the things I was thinking. And they laughed about it. But my dumb ass was like, yeah, it's got to be a cat or a non-binary individual. Those are the only 2 possible options. Get out of here, you. Get. Scram. I don't like you. Knockback on this sword has been very helpful. I was very tired last night. Not getting sleep during the full moon really fucked me up, fam. And they forgave me. They were like, okay, Gata, that's pretty funny. Like, sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll grab that later. I don't care. All right. I'm trying to think what else happened to me recently. Honestly, not much. Day job has been pretty stable, pretty steady. I've been streaming on an almost daily basis, so I kind of run out of story to tell you guys. Oh no! I'm not clever or interesting! Oh no! What's happening in TTRPG that I'm aware of? Onslaught's Kickstarter funded last night. The Ruins of Castle Gygar funded. That's interesting, I guess. But it's really more of a me thing, because I can't even, like, direct you back to the Kickstarter. Maybe once the backer kit comes out, I'll mention it. So, I'm getting a mega dungeon, written by my good friend Onslaught 6. Oh. Stop fighting, you two. Play nice. Oh, they're not playing nice. One moment, everyone. Hey, break it up. Boys. Alright. We're all good. Everything's good and fine. Ugh. Every once in a while, Meatloaf will start playing a little too rough for Brisket. And he'll be like, no, fuck you. And then start, like, fighting for real. And Meatloaf's like, oh, no, I did not anticipate this, even though this happens, like, once a week. Sheila says they're excited for Castle Gygar. I'm also excited for Castle Gygar. I remember reading the first couple of entries back when it was Dungeon 23 started. I started at Dungeon 23. I even made a Tumblr for it, right? For those who don't know, Dungeon 23 was this trend on Twitter around January of 2023, where basically it was like, hey, if you write a room a day for every day of 2023, right? Not even like you have to write a new one daily. Just like you write one room per day every week. You will have like a different floor. You do a floor for every month. You will have a mega dungeon that you can run by the start of 2024. Sheila says, me too. I made it about a month before life got in the way. I made maybe 4 entries, and then I forgot about it. Granted, 2023 was also like a really shit year for me professionally. Like I went through some shit at my day job and had to get a new day job. I was unemployed for a time. So really, my focus was very much elsewhere. But it was with the best intentions that I began the project. But Onslaught actually went through with it. Onslaught finished it and polished it up. And now it's going to be a project that you can buy. Hey. Amazing. Maybe someday I'll do something like that. Who knows? I have to actually follow through and buy Affinity. Oops. At some point. Before I get to doing that. Or have the money to pay someone else to do it for me. Layout is one of those things that I have like a very loose eye for. When I receive something that is not laid out correctly, I am aware of what I would change to make it better. But when I have like raw text and images to put into a layout, my mind is like not attuned to how to properly do that. Not like some other people. It is a skill that needs to be polished, and I have not been doing much polishing. I like to think I'm an okay writer, though. Doing the blogs has really helped with that regard. I've gotten so used to writing my thought processes out into a Twitter-like environment where you have essentially a handful of run-on sentences you string together, where each individual statement needs to be able to also exist on its own in order to like not be taken out of context in the Twitter sphere. That does not necessarily transfer over to a project where you have like pages and paragraphs where you're allowed to expand and expected to expand within that space. So when it comes to writing essays, I feel like I'm just okay. but I've definitely attuned my thought processes for the Twitter space specifically, which is not very healthy. I need to unlearn that. Although it is helping me very well in Blue Sky. I'm not going to say that I'm very popular on Blue Sky, comparatively speaking, but also because Blue Sky's visibility metrics are very different. Everyone is kind of succeeding right now, which is great. Everyone is just organically finding people they want to see the words from. So I can't let it inflate my ego too much. But I am finding that aside from more consistent attention, I am also getting wider attention for my TTRPG thoughts on Blue Sky, which is nice. It's like, oh, okay. So I wasn't just like completely off track and nobody liked me on Twitter. It wasn't that I had to dial into a specific kind of content to be seen. It was that the content I was producing wasn't getting an equal chance in the Twitter space. And now that it is getting an equal chance, people who like it are finding it and saying they like it. I'm like, okay, all right. That helps my ego quite a bit. If you will pardon me for one moment, chat. My phone has gone off, and I want to make sure it is not from my beautiful wife. Let's see here. No, it is not from my beautiful wife. Hoo-hoo. All right. I'm just worried that there's going to be something new that has to be done to the car that she will need to say to me that I will not catch because I am playing Minecraft. Oh, well. Yeah, no, we're getting new brake pads today. They were complaining, and we took it into the shop, and they're like, yeah, buddy, your back left one in particular, like, you got to replace these. So we had to pay for that. That's getting taken care of. Ugh. Money. Everything costs so goddamn much these days. Alas. Alrighty then. Are we almost at the end of this line? Oh, we still have a ways to go. I want to collect a couple of these. I want to collect some of the wool at the bottom before it despawns. I don't want to waste the wool, you know? But also I got caught up in talking. So I kind of... I did 3 rows instead of 2. And... is this the last one? Is this the last one? It's the last one! Woo! Okay. Ow. Grab all of this. Grab all of this. Scoop it on up. Grab all of this. Has anyone in chat played Blood on the Clock Tower? It is a social game, sort of a LARP, in a similar vein to Werewolf, I believe, where you play with a group of people, a physical group of people. Everyone gets a role. They're either a townsperson or they are a nasty role, a bad person. And you are allowed to talk to the people around you. You can split off into little groups. And you can basically like lie to people, tell people what you are, don't tell people what you are. It's a deduction game. And you're trying to figure out who is the bad person killing all the good people. After every like 5 or 10 minutes talking segments, you vote to execute someone. And then you go to bed for the night, quote unquote, go to bed. And during the night, the bad person chooses one person to kill. So it's like you figure out like who the townspeople executed during the day, if anyone, who the bad person killed during the night, what information you gleaned from your conversations with everyone, and try to figure out what each other's roles are to figure out who the bad person is and get rid of them before they kill all the good people. Oh, come on, fuckers. Die, and die. All right, that's 1. Is this the same guy from earlier? No, it's a different one. We'll just bash him away. And then 1 more. There we go. He's dead. Anyway, the only reason I bring this up, I'm not a big deduction game fan. I like Among Us. because most of the features are automated, whereas with a more talky LARPy game, you have to maintain a lot of that stuff yourself. And I'm not that good at keeping in mind what I have to do mechanically, as well as what clues I have been given. I'm not that smart. I can't juggle that many thoughts, unfortunately. But the Yogscast have recently been releasing a video series where they play Blood on the Clock Tower in Minecraft. They've used Minecraft to slightly automate some processes, and I just think it's really, really interesting. Similar to I don't know if you've seen a post about this in the last month or so, similar to me finding out that there is a LARP scene in multiplayer Mario 64. There is a Mario 64 mod that gives you multiplayer and social elements, and people are modding it further to make it into a roleplay LARP situation. And I just find it really interesting. People using digital spaces to play games that are primarily meant for not those spaces, I guess. Like, Minecraft was not built with LARPing mechanics in mind at all. In Mario 64, have I not told you this, Sheila? Oh, okay. So Mario 64 has been 100% decompiled, right? People now know what the Mario 64 source code is. So people can mod the shit out of it now because, like, the base code is accessible. Okay, one of the projects that attaches, it doesn't share any Mario 64 source code. You need to have your own legally acquired ROM for it. It's called Super Mario 64 Co-op DX, and because you can play up to like 32 people in a lobby, you can just consistently run through Mario 64 as a large group. People can be in multiple levels at once. It's a whole thing. It's amazing. It's so funny how huge companies keep trying to make virtual worlds and failing, while personal projects like these continue to pop up and be much more interesting. I agree. I 100% agree. Fucking the metaverse, all of that shit that was like heavily pushing the metaverse, and that failed. Meanwhile, we got people who are like, oh yeah, this 20, 30-year-old game, we're going to modify it. We're going to spend our own time learning how to modify this game to make custom models, custom features. We're adding in text chat. We're adding in RPG leveling mechanics. We're adding in usable items. We're adding in kart races. Also that we can pretend to be our OC Blorbos and run around Peach's castle doing text chat. Oh, I was going to say, like, am I out of shears? No, I'm not out of shears. Reminds me of something I saw on Twitter. Autism beats money every time. Autism beats money every time. Every time. Oh my god. So yeah. So, I'm not gonna say the name of the roleplay project, partly because I am not a participant. I am not a modder in that space. I was allowed into their group as like a pseudo journalist. I haven't gotten permission to like share my findings like in a written format or anything specific. But I am strongly considering taking what I've learned and like writing an essay, a blog about it, using what I've learned from how this project runs itself as like, you know, examples. Nothing concrete yet. But yeah, no. So SM64 Co-op DX is free for anyone to download. If you have a ROM of Mario 64, you can play it. You can make a public lobby with whatever mods you want. All the mods are host side, so if you don't have the mods that someone is using, there's a function where it downloads the mods temporarily for you to play on that given server. It's really fucking cool. This group was like, we're gonna LARP here. So they started making their own specific mod, which combines different levels from other ROM hacks and strings them together so you can travel from one to another like it's one big interconnected world. And they just go from place to place as a group doing text chat. And they have, like, the person who makes the mod acts sort of like a game master and says, okay, today's adventure is going to take place on this level. We are going to attempt to complete this star and roleplay while we do it. And then they do. And it's very, very interesting. So between that, right, like that blew my mind when I learned about it, and I asked a lot of questions of the players and the people who were in charge of the mods and all that stuff. And then Yogscast is like, yeah, we're gonna play what is essentially a LARP, but we're gonna do it in Minecraft. And I imagine they're doing it, one, because for some of the players, physical location is an issue. Like RT Game, who's in the most recent episode, is in Ireland. Not all of the Yogs are at their physical Yogscast office anymore. They've branched out since COVID hit. So a lot of it involves just like the logistics of getting people to play the game, but also like it's the Yogscast. Minecraft gets clicks. But it's very interesting. Their experience is heavily edited because it's in video format, but I would be very interested to see like how the game actually runs from a non-audience perspective. Like, how does it feel to be a player in that game, playing a game within a game? It's just very interesting, I think. I find it fascinating. I feel like people will always go, here is a space, let us tell stories in it. And how people change their storytelling. Either they try to change the space to match the storytelling they want, or they change how they learn a new way of telling stories to match the space they're in. Just absolutely boggles my mind. I am very interested in the psychology of that. It's just fascinating. It's fascinating, I tell you. For the Mario 64 roleplay thing, I have been informed that there is a not so super secret project where they are considering taking their newly coded mechanics. Like they've coded like for the roleplay specifically, not even for anything else. They've added in various like Paper Mario items. You can buy mushrooms, you can buy bombs, you can buy food items, you can interact with them in the world. Like they've coded in a shop system. They're going to be coding in a badge system, just like hard coding these things into Mario 64. And so eventually they do intend to release some form of public mod for other people to use that work specifically. Not so much the stringing of the levels together, because that would require permission from the individual ROM hackers to use and redistribute their work. But all of this was done, all of this work was done in the service of facilitating telling a story with a bunch of friends. And if this becomes a public-facing project, soon multiple other people will be able to just have a plug-and-play role-play setting for Super Mario 64. It's wild. It's fascinating. I love shit like this. Has anyone in chat experienced anything similar? I've just been yakking on for a minute. Has anyone else in chat experienced a space that you wouldn't think was for roleplay, which was then used for roleplay? I will say, my roommate Seth, who, by the way, is having a grand time in the state of Michigan? Yeah, he went to Michigan. I almost said Missouri. It's like, no, he didn't go to Missouri. He moved to Michigan. Good for him. So proud of him. Happy for him. He's having a grand time. He was very heavily involved in Final Fantasy XIV role-playing. So he told me a whole bunch about how that works, about how people will use that. And that was also very much a game that was not designed with roleplay in mind. It was designed with social mechanics in mind, but not really like, we're going to tell a story in this space. Pardon me. Again. No, my beautiful wife is not messaging me. Thank God. Someone is on TikTok sending me messages right now, which is why my phone is going off. Pardon me. Stretch. Oof. My back cracked. God is invisible. Hi. Hello, Decline. I'm not invisible. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm not invisible at all. I'm right here. I'm right here. Oh, you mean my armor's invisible? Yeah. I do that so that I can see people's skins. So that you guys, as audience viewers, can see my skin. You're here to watch Farmer Gata, the character, play Minecraft. You're not here to see a guy covered in diamond armor play Minecraft, you know? Oh, my PNG. No. We are currently running... we're currently running very lightly. I've been mentioning this every stream. This week, I'm not doing anything fancy, so no Henbert, no fancy emote stuff, no redeems. I need to reset my file paths. So my VTuber is currently gone right now. I'm just a regular guy. I'm not a VTuber anymore. Oh, it's so sad. I'm just a dude playing Minecraft. Sheila says, I've done a little Final Fantasy XIV RP, but not much. What I find really interesting about Final Fantasy XIV roleplay in particular is how it intersects with the housing system. In Final Fantasy XIV, you are able to buy a house and decorate that house and invite people to your house to hang out and talk and stuff. It is not necessarily connected at all to the mechanics of the game, which is go to a place, read some text, fight some guys, level up, spend money on resources, and that's the game. The housing system is like entirely cosmetic. However, it's also incredibly competitive due to the limitation of housing in districts and sizes of housing being different wherever you go. Because it's intended to be a thing where you buy it using your guild's combined resources. So you'll have role-playing groups that play the game as intended, but then they funnel all of those funds into updating their housing, specifically because their idea of role-playing is like running a business. They role-play being a bar or being a nightclub. And then they invite people who are like from outside that guild into that house, and the people who are in the guild just role-play like baristas and shit for set times of the day. It's very much pushing against the limitations of the game system as it was designed for a very specific roleplay experience. But also, I don't think you would have gotten nearly the same level of investment into that kind of roleplay if the Final Fantasy XIV housing system wasn't as competitive as it is. It's like they've taken what's there and they've used it to fulfill their fantasy, but the very specific implementation of that fantasy would not exist if they were not trying to conform it to that system. The mother of invention and all that. I've been repeating myself over and over, but it's fascinating. It's so cool. Going back even further, actually, if I really wanted to like show how old I am, the first handful of Minecraft Let's Plays were just playing Minecraft as a game. It wasn't until the Yogscast started doing their stuff that they started introducing storytelling elements into it. The Shadow of Israfel, all of that stuff where they explain how the respawn system is a result of the Yog Labs experiments. Like all of that storytelling was them rationalizing the existing gameplay mechanics, and then it just kind of became its own thing. All right, I am unfortunately stuck here. Oh, hello, Panini. Little Panini is at my feet looking up at me. Hi, baby. What's up? What do you want? What you need? You just gonna stare at me? Okay, she's toddled off. What a good little girl she is. I love this cat so much. Wait, why was this big blue wall here to begin with? It was a giant platypus. It was a giant platypus, and it was covering up the cube, but we want the cube to be visible. So we're dismantling it, and we're almost done. We're so close. We're gonna convert the blue wool back into white wool, and use it to build a giant beanstalk. Ow, Panini, those are claws on my leg. Hi, Panini. She has climbed up into my lap. Hello, little girl. Oh. Panini likes screens. She likes watching things with movement. So she likes tapping her paw against my TikTok when I'm trying to watch something. So right now, she is sat on my lap and watching me play Minecraft because there's motion on the screen. Oh gosh, this cat is so cute. All right, so that is all of the wool taken down. The next step is getting rid of all this gross scaffolding, but that is going to have to happen another time because it is past 10 a.m. We've spent 1 hour dismantling something, so my demolition helmet has done its job. We're gonna go to sleep. I bet they love movie night, lol. They really do like looking at screens. We haven't really played any movies, but Christmas is coming up. And for Christmas, we put those Yule log movies on that plays the music and has the crackling fire. Oh, she's gonna love that. She's gonna lose her fucking mind. Oh God, your cat is an iPad kid. Well, she is Gen Alpha. That is true. That is accurate. That is very accurate. All right. So, the demolition helmet comes off. We are done working on the demolition. That wasn't her purring. That was a sound effect of me snoring at night in game. And the construction helmet goes on. There. Now everyone knows exactly what I'm doing today. This is a moniker so that everyone knows exactly what we're working on. Isn't it very obvious? We are going to be gathering up some more of my bricks and whatnot. Actually, no. What I need is food. I have no food on me because we actually need some resources. Let me show you what we're working on. Let me show you what we're working on today. So, we started working. How old is she? I want to say she's like 9 weeks now. I want to say she's 9 or 10 weeks now. I think she was 8 when we got her. So it's been like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. So she'd be about 10 weeks now. She was picked up from a bush. She was found in a bush as my wife's work. And we brought her home. So, you know. But yeah, so we've been working on this train station, right? This is going to connect up to the Haycraft Transportation Agency. All of the rails leading to Nebs, leading to Raglan's, we're going to thread them all up and have the access port be here. However, before we can start working on the second floor of it, I kind of wanted to get some roof in. And for the roof, I want to use Deep Slate. The problem is, I don't have a lot of Deep Slate on me. So we're going to spend some time doing some mining today, just dropping down into the mines, gathering up as much Deep Slate as possible, and going from there. Before I do that, I do want to get just a shitload of carrots. Just a buttload of these. Grab all of this and all of this. And yeah, there we go. There we go. Wonderful. Fantastic. Amazing. Perfect. Gather all this stuff up. We're going to eat a whole bunch of carrots, and that's going to be how we survive down in the mines. I do have some access to some Deep Slate deposits, so it shouldn't be so bad. We probably should spend the full remaining hour of stream on that. But it is the primary focus of today's stream. We'll do a lot more construction when I stream tomorrow. Fingers crossed I stream tomorrow. Alright. So my little mine access is down here. Here we are. So yeah, we have some gravel, we have some diorite, and if we follow the path down this way... I did not bring any torches. I almost went down into the ground without grabbing any torches. How silly of me. How foolish, even. Alright, no torches in there. There should probably be some sticks. Let's get shovels. Here we go. Grab some sticks, and then in one of these... I'll have some coal to get myself started. I'll grab more coal on the way. There we go. 16 torches. And let's grab another stack of sticks. We'll need it. Okay. I've been watching a lot of Create videos, the Create mod. The Yogscast in particular are doing a Jaffa Factory mod pack. Which is based on Create. And I'm getting the itch, guys. I'm getting the itch. I'm not any good at Create, but something about it just, it gets to me, you know? I want to be better at it. All right, how do I get down there safely? Don't actually know. Do I go around this way? I think I go around... Nope, this is a dead end. That's not correct. Ah, this away. Here we go. It's been a min... Nope. That's not correct either. I know I have a path down there. How do I get to it? Is it back this way and I missed it? It might be back this way and I missed it. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Alright. Doo-ba-doo-doo-doo. Here we go. Much better. Alright. Now, if memory serves, and it tends to not. Yes, here we are. All right. So this is one of the main caverns that I used when I started on the server. Yeah, there's my junk up there. Haha! What do I have left in there? Is there anything of value? No, not at all. But there are some furnaces in case I have to smelt something while I'm here. Hello, Panini. Panini has decided she is shoulder cat. She wishes to be close to me. Good girl. There's the darkness. Alright, we need to go down far enough to reach some deepity slate. We go this way. Here we are. I have been blessed by shoulder cat. The problem is, she's getting a little too big to be shoulder cat. You know? She's reaching an age where it's no longer as cute when she climbs up my leg with her sharp claws because she wants to be close to me. When she first got here, it was fine. Now I'm like, ouchie oochie, this is painful. And she's like, but I want to be close to you, Dad. And I'm like, well, that's nice, but this hurts. Eventually, she'll be big enough where she will be able to just leap up onto surfaces on her own, and she won't need to drag herself bodily up me. But that is not today. That is not quite yet. Soon, maybe. Alright, gather all of this. Gather all of this. Some of it that's going into the lava, that's fine. There's plenty of deep slate down here. I'll figure it out. I've been running around these caves off camera, just lighting them up and... Oh, hello. And just trying to find cool areas. I dug around there and got a whole bunch of resources the other day. I don't like spending all of my stream time doing mining and whatnot, so I try to do some of it off camera. A number of the other people on Haycraft, other members, have gotten a bunch of automated farms up and running. So once I verify what they want for those resources, I'll probably spend some time doing some grinding sessions, just kind of like AFKing near their farms to collect a bunch of stuff, just to minimize the amount of grinding that I have to do while I'm streaming. Because, I don't know if you know this, watching someone mine in Minecraft is not the most interesting of things. They have to have interesting topics to talk about while they're mining. And I only have so many of those. Let me see. Speaking of which... Alright, gather all of these up. Alright. So that is a couple Deep Slate. You turn into polished Deep Slate with just my 4 here. I have a stone cutter back up in my attic. So we can definitely take a look-see at what different variants we have access to before we start putting the roof into place. Let me see here. Nope, beautiful wife is not mentioned to me. So everything, I hope, is going hunky-dory. Where should we dig next? Where's a good spot to dig for Deep Slate? Like, it's all around me, but I don't want to, like, go down to bedrock with it. I mean, I could just keep digging down, I guess. Is there a lip here? No, this is a sheer wall. Oh, hold on. There's something down there. What's down there? Oh, just more lava. Well, that's fair, I guess. No, it's not what I wanted at all. I wanted that tuff to block off the water. Let me use some of my cobbled Deep Slate. Stop this. There we go. There we go. Much better. Just seal all this off real quick, like. There we are. Let me light that up. All right. Now we have a little platform to work from. Oop. Gotta watch out for that. If you'll parrot on me again. Being down here reminds me that I really need to get back to work on my my Nether OSR depth crawl that I was working on. I made exactly 1 post about it and 20 drafts, and I almost got through the Nether wastes. I started with the Nether shoreline, and I almost have that complete. I spent like 2 days messaging a whole bunch of different Minecraft modders and being like, hey, can I adapt your concepts into a TTRPG setting? And most of them were like, that's weird, but okay. A couple people were like, I don't know anything you just said, but I am 100% on board. So I need to actually follow through with that, because it would be rude to waste their time, you know? They were so nice as to offer me access to their mods and whatnot, and then I just didn't follow through with it. Oopsie poopsie. Pop up here. The one thing that got me to stop in the first place was I wanted to do more research on adventure site design. Not necessarily dungeon design, because that has some specific implications when you're designing a dungeon. But an adventure site is essentially what dungeons are, just not necessarily in an enclosed space. I think I've been posting on Twitter and Blue Sky about how Bomb Battlefield from Mario 64 is just like a fantastic OSR adventure site, but I don't really know how to then convert things the other way. if that makes any sense. I've been really stuck on finding a formula that works for me. Ah, shit. That's not what I wanted at all. There we go. Sealed that off. Perfect. Oh? Why was the wake all the way up there? That's fine. Graphical glitch. Pay no attention to it. One of the mods that gave me permission to adapt their stuff is a Nether-themed Starbucks generation mod. It generates, essentially, a Nether-themed Starbucks with Wither Skeleton baristas. And you can trade gold nuggets for mixed drinks. And the more you patronize a Starbucks, the better drinks you get, better potion effects, nether bucks, something along those lines. I forget the actual name of the mod now that I'm talking about it, but something like that. So obviously, that's going to be an adventure site. And I'm like struggling with like how much of it do I just replicate the mod wholesale, and how much do I introduce plot hooks for that location in particular. No wait, that's oh my. Oh, I learned something new today. Thank you, Sheila? Question mark. Ooh, diamonds! I wasn't even here for those. But I won't say no. All right. So I need to very carefully seal this off. Ooh, yeah, that's a spicy meatball. I should probably also have an escape. Let's make an escape in case I break this and lava comes pouring out. Woohoo! What did I say? Haha! I am so smart and clever and sexy and yeah. I got diamonds in Minecraft. Ladies. Wait, no, I'm pansexual. And or gentlemen. Oh. There we go. I've won the game. It's true. It's absolutely true. I can quit now. I can stop the stream. I can go home. I can live the rest of my life in peace, knowing that I've done the thing. I've won Minecraft. No one else could do this. I did it. I'm just that great. I'm just that amazing. All right. I think for now, almost a full row of cobbled deep slate will be enough. Let's make our way back up to the surface, and we can start building a little more on. All right. Up we go. We can start building the roof on our train station. All right. So I want to go around this way. Hup. And hup. And hup. All right. And the way out is past all of my doodads there, which is partly why I left it. I may have had to go the long way around getting here again, but I do know the way out is this way. Pardon me one more moment. All right. Up this way. And this way, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. I'm remembering now. Oh, and it's nighttime, too. Alright. So we'll go to sleep. We'll grab my my stone cutter. And then we will zip over to the project site. There we go. Grab my stone cutter. Can I pick you up? No? No. There we go. Much better. And I'll bring the barrel with me. Why not? I should probably also grab... I should also get a furnace. I could have grabbed the one that was down there, but I didn't. Can I make Ferni with Deep Slate? It is cobbled. I can! Huh. Did not know that. Did not know that. Alright. So, we are going to be using all of this Deep Slate to make the roof. Now, what I want is to have a secondary floor, like a high vaulted ceiling on each side of the clock tower. So we're not putting a roof on the whole thing. We really are just bringing a roof from here and bringing it back up to connect to around here. So, and of course it's fucking raining. Of course it's raining. Why wouldn't it be raining? All right. So let's take a look-see at what resources we have with cobbled Deep Slate and the stone cutter. All right, I can make chiseled Deep Slate, cobbled stairs, Deep Slate brick, tile stairs. I feel like the tile is going to be the way to go. I feel like tile is going to be the way to go. But then we have the polished. Let's grab the polished. Grab one of these. Let's grab the tile. And let's get the cobbled Deep Slate stairs and let's see. Let's see how these look side by side. See, the issue with the tiled, I thought the tiled was going to be the shoe-in for the roof. However, I think it looks a little too close to the brick we're using. I feel like that's too close of a texture. So I guess the tiled is out. A shame. A shame that. Let's put this in here. Let's grab another polished Deep Slate so I can see how two Deep Slate polished stairs look next to each other. Looks very open, very... No, I don't think so. No, I think... Can I convert these back into something? No, these are just stuck as they are now. They live like this. That's fine. I think just the basic cobbled Deep Slate stairs is going to be where my focus lies. So let's make a whole bunch of cobbled Deep Slate stairs, but also a bunch of Deep Slate slabs. So, we have... Well, now that I'm looking at it... So we have these areas here, these decoratory bits with the brick. I don't want to cover these up, right? So what I think I want to do is... Did I leave any scaffolding in place? I did not. I did not leave any scaffolding in place. But I do have dirt, so we're going to use the dirt as scaffolding. That's fine. Let me scaffold up to here. What I want to do is I want to have slabs go out by one, and then this goes up one, and then from here back we do the stairs, right? So let me do this and this. And this actually is going to get broken like so. And we're going to have it go up one more, I think. So actually, no, I wanted to leave that in place. All right. So this, I think, is where the main roof is going to stop. Like so. And we'll pull back and look at it in a second. All right. Then we'll do that. And we'll sort the rest of this out in a second. Let me drop down and see how this looks. Ow. I think it looks good. I think it looks good. It allows the crenellations from the brick to stay visible without like royally fucking anything up. Now the trick is going to be this arch here. Oh, hello, sir. How may I help you? Would you please go away? There we go. Let me grab some carrots. Delicious. Delicious. All right. Let's nerd pull up here and do the same thing. And do the same thing. So. Do, ba-doo-be-doo. All right. Let me slide this back. Like that. All right. Now this is the tricky part. How am I going to roof that? Because it needs to have a bit of an arch to it. Thinking. If I wouldn't fuck up my scaffolding whenever I make it, this would be a lot easier. There we go. All right. I did not bring any blocks with me for the bricks, but that's fine. I'll just do one of these, and I'll replace it in a second. Or maybe I won't. I don't know if it's going to be visible from the inside. Probably not. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Whoops. That's incorrect. Okay. Now here, I want there to be an angle. So first off, this is going to have to go up one. Like that. And then like this. That should still be visible, I think, to the world. Yeah. And this will go up. This will go up. And at this point, these come into play, these corner pieces. Okay. Then dirt, corner piece, corner piece. Now, for an easier progression. Corner piece, line piece, corner piece, line piece. And we'll use the rest of the cobble Oh, no, that looks bad, actually. Nah, we'll leave that as it is. All right. Let me pop on down. Huh. Boing, boing, boing. That looks good. It still has the arc that I was looking for without completely ruining it. Okay. I will need to do something about the corners, but I'll deal with that after the fact. All right. So now that that bit's done, I'm just going to put all of our cobbled deep slate in there. Let's grab up some more bricks. Is that the last of the bricks we have? I must have more bricks somewhere. Oh, I dumped them all in my house. That's what I did. How silly of me. Did I break this chest over here? I didn't. There's nothing of value in it. God give me grace. All right. So, like I said, I want there to be 2 wings on either side of this clock tower, which are going to be basically high vaulted ceilings for the inside here. So... Oh, wait a minute. I want the vaulted ceilings to be in line with the clock tower itself. So this has to come back even further. Oh, I need another block of staircases. Let's sleep real quick and make it daytime so you can see what the fuck I'm doing. I love how I'm the one who had the idea for this in my head and found a reference image and like did the mental blueprints. And then when I started building it, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that's right. I'm an idiot. How silly of me. I should have known. I simply should have known. Okay. So what we're going to do then is grab more dirt. Grab more dirt for Nerd Poland. This is going to go one further up. So we're going to mark this off. This whole line will be stairs here. And then directly behind it, but in line, we're going to put one here. And then we're going to string it over to this. Actually, with that in mind, we could probably actually lift the shadow. That's all right. Hello, Shadow 2006. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, 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 welcome. We are working on a brick train station. And it looks very noodly. It looks very, like nothing's here, really. We're mostly working on the bones of the thing, getting the organizational lines in place, and realizing that my math is bad the more we do it. But it's coming along. It's coming along. Also, hello, Robert. Welcome in. All right. So now that I'm working on this, and we've got the roof up here, I think this is going to be a taller structure than I anticipated. This clock tower is not going to be high enough. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to build the arch, and then we'll see where we're at from there, okay? So these are going to be, that's so fair. My recent builds don't look like much better to start, lol. Yeah, no. The thing is, in my mind's eye, I look at a build on the internet, and I go, oh, I can build that in like 2 hours tops, no problem. Then I actually started working on it, and I'm like, oh, I greatly overestimated my own ability. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we arch it over. And then how many arches can I make? I want them to be 3 by 3 arches. So bop, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, so I really do only have a 3 block space to work with. Bop, 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 bop. And then we'll do one of these. That's the art. Hi, Strider. Ah, the hubris of Farmer. What do you watch me for, if not to see me completely fuck something up that I thought was going to be easy. Like, at this point, you should expect this behavior of me. All right, let's drop down here. Yeah, that looks right. That looks about right. So then we'll replicate it on the other side. Like so. Pull this across to this wall here. Hup. I missed my jump. I overshot. Damn, I'm not good at redstone. I'm not good at building. I'm not good at parkour. What good am I? What good am I? Okay, so yes. So we have these open archways that you enter the train station from. Then we're going to have the stained glass in these windows up here, so that when you're standing here waiting for the train, you can look up, sort of, and like light will be coming in. Like you'll be able to look up here and see, oh, this is so pretty. It's a high vaulted ceiling. And then of course you get on your train, you go. And then the center tower will lead up to a giant clock tower, which should be visible by a large portion of the farm. So even though I built this tower thinking this is where the clock face was going to be, it's gonna have to be up here, right? Ah, well. Shadow says, this reminds me, I gotta get trains on my world. We don't have create mod or anything like that. It's going to be vanilla and roleplay based for the server. We don't have any heavy mods like that, but create trains are fun. I would love to build one someday. I have never personally gotten to a point in a create playthrough where I could feasibly actually produce trains. 2 years ago now, Techno, Ethoslab, Scar, and who was the fourth player? They had a server where they just went ham with create stuff. They went ham with trains. They went ham with machines. You did once on a server, and then it all fell apart. I'm sorry to hear that. They went crazy with trains and automation. So they basically had a server where everything they could ever need was just there and ready for them. And I was like, yeah, I want to do that. And I spent 20 minutes in survival world and went, wow, this is so much work. This is so much work. Oh, my beautiful wife appears to be home. All right. Who needs Factoria when you have modded Minecraft? That's how I feel, honestly. It is very daunting at first. It's very much, once you set up one thing, then you have the stuff for another, then you have stuff for another, but it's like Sisyphus in the stone. You air quotes complete something, and there's a new task for you. And that's not everyone's cup of tea. It requires a lot of investment that not everyone is like willing or able to give. For me, it's entirely focus. I have ADHD, so like everything is great when it's in my head, and then I have to actually go through with making it, and I'm like, what if, theoretically, no, I'm gonna stick with this. I was gonna be like, what if I did slabs here? But I'm like, you know what? That would mess up the shape of the roof entirely, and I don't really want to do that. So we're gonna just let it be, I think. Pull it across like so. Welcome home, my beautiful wife. Hi, darling. Can I have a kissy kiss? We are going to stream for 20 more minutes. We're gonna end at 11. Okay? All right. Everyone say hello to my beautiful wife.
Hi, everybody. Who's all here?
Well, we got Shadow here. We got Roba here. I'm pretty sure Sheila is still here, even though they're playing video games. They're not talking to me right now. Sheila says, hello, beautiful wife. I spoke too soon.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello, hello.
What are you building?
We are building a train station. We have railways that connect all of the different bases up. But we don't really have like a spot for everyone to get on and get off. We just kind of plunk down a minecart and go. So I'm working on building a big train station. So we have.
This is on brand for you.
Thank you. What do you mean? What are you trying to say?
I love you.
Hold on. No, wait a minute. You can't just say I love. You say this makes sense, and then go I love you. Are you implying, darling, that I am an autistic individual who likes trains?
Yes.
Oh, well then. Okay. Thanks. I've been perceived. But no. So. Oh, yep. Little baby.
A little baby.
Little Panini. She was shoulder cat watching me play Minecraft for about an hour there. She was really happy watching me dupe around on the screen. She's an iPad kid, darling. We're raised
Just like you.
Hold on a minute. I got it. Nah, I'll just do that. Hold on.
What are you doing? Stinky.
Oh, that didn't.
It didn't even kill you.
It didn't even kill me. Damn it! I'm regaining hearts. No, stop it. I'm trying to do a funny. I'm trying to do a bit. Oh, come on. I'm trying to do a bit.
Stinky, stop.
No, I'm committed now. I have to do this. Oh my god, 2 hearts.
Have a good day, Shadow.
All right, hop, 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 hop. All right, here we go.
Hey, Deb. You died!
You've killed me, darling. You've utterly destroyed me.
Score!
Yes. All right, that was the bit. Thank you.
Grave Compass.
Yeah, we play lightly modded. We have quality of life mods on
Your
here.
own noggin.
Yeah. There we go. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm building this train station. These are going to be a high voltage ceiling with stained glass. There's going to be a tower with a clock face above it. And then we'll decorate the inside. It'll be like a visitor center. We'll have the ticket counter over here.
Are
And
you
then
gonna have vending machine with snacks?
of course we're going to have a vending machine with snacks. How else am I going to convince people to give me money? And then, of course, we have another portal back here. That's going to be relocated. It's a whole thing. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. But we got to get the shape of it in place first. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go lay down. Give me a kiss.
All right. I love you.
I
Mwah.
love you.
Everyone say goodbye to my beautiful wife.
When was the last time you were deep without?
An hour ago. Thank you, dear. All right. Okay. So, yes, I raised the bricks up by 1, so that they'd be visible from the ground. So it wouldn't just be roof and then window. It's like this. Okay. So we're gonna pull you down. This is where our main tower is. I feel like I should do some sort of inset with the tower, but I need to figure out how to, like... Oh, I forgot. We accidentally a rectangle, didn't we? We accidentally a rectangle. I was supposed to make this... You know what? The tower's a rectangle now. Fuck it. The tower's a rectangle now. Fuck it. And then... How many bricks high? Oh, we are going all the way to the top. Got it. 1, 2, 3... Here. Oh, am I out of bricks? Oh, shit. I'm out of bricks, guys. That's not good. That's all my bricks. I have no more bricks. All right. Well, I guess that's where we stop building for the day. Yeah, shit. I'm out of bricks, guys. I thought for sure I would have had enough for the whole build, but apparently not. All right. Well, let's spend the last 15 minutes or so going and getting more resources for when we build next time. So I have been getting my mud from Raglan. Raglan has a mud farm, and all he asks is for 1 piece of wheat in exchange for 1 piece of mud. So let's gather up a whole bunch of dirt and a whole bunch of wheat and head on over to Raglan's base and trade them out. I can show you how his mud farm works. Let's see here. Grab some wheat from here. I think you might be able to pay that price. Yeah? You think? What gave you that idea? What could have possibly convinced you that I am willing to pay that price? What got your attention? If I may ask, if I may be so bold. Even better, actually. So he has an ender chest over at his base. I still got to get one with silk touch so I can move this bad boy. But I found that I had actually put a whole bunch of hay blocks in here. So when I was over there last, I was like, oh, how am I going to afford this? How am I going to be able to get this mud? I looked in the ender chest and I was like, oh shit. Oh, I have all of that. Yep, hay bales. Where is my Dort? Do I have extra Dort? I have some extra Dort. Okay. Let's take a rail ride over to Raglan's, and we will go from there. Do-dee-doo, do-do-do, doop-doo-doo. You have a lot of carrots, so logically you should also be able to grow your wheat. You probably need to clear some space. Yeah. I mean, all these carrots and the beet, they're just taking up all the space that could be for wheat. Just like, nah, fam. I can do better than this. All right. So we grab ourselves a minecart. The purple one is for Raggles' base. And off we go. Whee! Another thing that I need to do is have some more protection on these rails. Right now, it's very open air. We need some, like, around, over these, like, bridges. For some fucking reason, I wanted to call it a bench. That's not correct. Over these bridges, there should be some, like, hoods. There should be some protection. There should be more tunnels to go through. Just making it easier for people to make use of the rails without having to be worried about being accosted by any monsties that may spawn. Like, this is a nice natural structure. This could be turned into a little better, a little nicer. Alrighty then. And here we are at Raggles' place. What's in this chest? Look at all this hay! Oh, an infinity book! Wow! Good for Raggles, good for Raggles. Alright, so here we are once again at the prince's wonderful castle. They still haven't finished that wall, but whatever. If we were to go around this way, we will find his mud farm. Dude, that's his flower farm. This is his sugarcane farm. Or bamboo farm, rather. And then over here, there's the bitch. There it is. He has a lot of automated farms going, actually. He is, true to form, a very rich royal. And he's only going to get richer as we pay him in order to acquire his goods. So, we have Design and Aesthetics Nouvelle MC. So, over here, we have dirt donations, where people donate dirt. I'm going to ask for 3 stacks, as I have been donating most of this dirt myself. I'll be, just kind of puffing my own chest out. If you use this farm, please drop off 1 wheat per mud harvested. So this is where everyone is donated. So I am going to open the inner chest. I'm going to pull out 3 stacks of wheat, because that's what I'm collecting. And I'm going to prepay that amount. All right. Step 1, have dirt stack. Step 2, stand here. Step 3, face dirt block. Step 4, hold right click. So how this works is I place a block here. It disrupts this redstone signal, which causes this piston to fire and push the block forward. It also triggers this dispenser, which has water bottles in it. So this dirt block is converted into mud, then the whole thing is pushed forward, and then I get a whole line here. Eventually, this mud block will go all the way and disrupt this redstone signal, which will activate this redstone, which will have all of these push them forward and make a fresh, clear row. So all of this is going to fill this area up, and I forgot to bring shovels. Oh no! I forgot to bring shovels! Ah, it's fine. So I just stand here and do this. Ain't that neat? I think it's neat. That's a really cool system. Yeah, I like it a lot. I considered doing something similar for my clay, my clay dripstone farm, but I was like, nah, that's too much work. That's too much effort. I don't gotta do that. It's fine. So as you can see, we just missed it. When it reaches the end, it pushes forward and spreads this way. And because pistons have a limited ability to push, this entire area has been positioned so that when the final row gets here, it can't push forward any further. It is at the end of its reach. So you know it's ready when you're no longer able to put anything down. Oh, did not mean to do that. Boopy doop doop doo. Now, how many stacks am I able to get in here? So we're almost at the end of stack 2, and it's still... Oh, okay. So about 1.5 stacks. All right. Now, the only problem is I don't have my shovel on me. So harvesting all of this is going to take a hot minute, and it's about time for me to sign off. So I think what I'm going to do... Oh, hello? What is happening? What is this zoom? Did I hit the wrong button? I wanted to switch... Okay. Alright. What happened? Why did it zoom in on my face like that? There's a Skyrim NPC. Oh, F6 is the cinematic zoom. I did not know this. Oh, that is very dramatic. Huh? I did not know that was an option. I know that I hit C and I do a quick zoom. But, huh. Well, that's going to be it for us today, everyone. I'm going to gather all of this stuff up, make some more bricks, and get back to work on the train station probably tomorrow. Let's see who's live right now, who we can send you over to. Oh, Maru Malandra is building miniatures. They're doing a Playmo build. Well, we have to go bother Maru. Maru, our ex-member of Haycraft. Let's raid Maru Malandra. Go say hello to Maru for me, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye, guys. Have a good day. I have so much stuff to collect up. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to go and get shovels for this. I'm not doing all this by hand. This is a lot. This is a lot.